Hi there, it's Jennifer Britton from Group Coaching Essentials, and I want to extend a personal invitation to you to the Group and Team Coaching Intensive, which is going to be held in downtown Toronto in the Yonge and College area on the weekend of November 12th and 13th, 2016. Some of you may know me through my writing, but for the last 5 or 6 years, twice a year, I've run the Group and Team Coaching Intensive, a 2-day deep dive in-person learning experience for coaches, trainers, HR professionals, anyone who's wanting to expand their coaching conversation to groups and teams. Our next program is coming up November 12th and 13th, and it is a 2-day in-person learning experience. We're going to go into the best practices, techniques, approaches, and conversations of coaching. There are a couple of limited virtual spaces as well, so if you're just not able to make it to Toronto this November, perhaps it's a good fit for you to join us virtually. The program is grounded in research and years of experience, as well as being a very road-tested program. It has been reviewed and approved by the International Coach Federation for 19 hours of core coaching competencies, and the work really stems out of the last 12 years of my work and practice as a coach, as well as the many years of research and training I've been doing with other coaches around the world in these related subdisciplines of group and team coaching. As many of you can appreciate, the coaching conversation continues to evolve to really match the needs and the realities of today's business and world marketplace. We're going to be covering a range of topics during the 2 days. The program starts at 8:30 a.m. Eastern on Saturday, November the 12th. We'll wrap up on Saturday at 4:30 and opening up again on Sunday morning at 8 a.m., finishing at 4 p.m. Eastern. Some of the things we're going to be having dialogue about and really rolling up our sleeves around are, what are the essential components of any group and team coaching process? What are the different stages? What are some of the things we can do pre-program as well as post-program? We're also going to be looking at what are the skills, competencies, and behaviors of excellent or exceptional team and group coaches. Evaluation is key. So how do we make sure that we are on the mark in designing this work with our clients? Now, our work really takes place in the context of group and team work, and so as such, we're going to be looking at some of the foundational issues of how groups and teams form, how do they operate, what are some of those tension and hotspot points that groups and teams experience. We're also going to be looking at the realm of both corporate and virtual programming. For many coaches like myself, some days we're spending all of our time working virtually, connecting with virtually through Zoom, through Skype, through phone with our clients. We're also going to be looking at some key learning points, pitfalls, and things that we want to keep abreast as we go forward with this work. And that's going to be relevant whether you've been coaching for a few months or whether you've been coaching for many years. As many of you know, I'm a firm believer that we need to move the coaching conversation into action. And so you're going to get multiple touch points over the weekend, giving you an opportunity to get practice and feedback on your own skills. We only get better by doing this work, and you will have multiple times throughout the weekend to not only lead us through a practicum, but also lead us through other types of conversations. Our programs are only as good as the number of people on the line or in the room, so we're going to talk more about marketing our programming or also positioning it if you are reaching out to organizations. And finally, we're going to be looking at your toolkit. Our tools are our elements. They're the things that we lead from. So you're going to have an opportunity to be exposed to more than 24 activities and resources that you'll be able to adapt, adjust, and bring to your own clients after the program. All right, so at the end of the day, we're going to be meeting next weekend, November 12th and 13th in downtown Toronto. We're at a hotel, which is really accessible by bus, by subway. Parking is nearby. If you're flying into Toronto, you'll probably want to fly into the Billy Bishop International Downtown Hotel Airport, and the hotel is nearby. Your registration is going to include a 95-page manual, a copy of either one of my books or the Conversation Sparker cards, which are a visual deck we launched a couple of years ago. I also am going to loop back with the group before the end of the year, just to see what you've been doing, how you're applying things, how you're starting to move it into your own programming work with groups and teams. And also, I'll hold a pre-call with you. So more information along with brochures, downloadable links, and registration links at groupcoachingintensive.com. Cost for the program is $1,095. You can pay in 1 or 2 installments. And if you're registering with a colleague, each one of you will save $200. For more resources, even if you're not going to join us this weekend, please check us out on Facebook at Effective Group Coaching, our blog, groupcoaching.blogspot.com, or on Twitter at Jen Britton. If you have questions, don't hesitate to pick up the phone, 416-996-8326, or email me at info@potentialsrealized.com. I hope you'll join us and look forward to meeting you soon.